Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. The sun had barely risen over the sprawling California resort when Bachelor Nation woke up to a headline that made coffee cups tremble across the country. Mel and Peg, the duo fans had shipped for weeks, had finally admitted they were in love. And it happened in the most Golden Bachelor way imaginable. The confession that no one saw coming. The episode opened with Mel standing alone on a wooden bridge overlooking a still lake, his signature calm smile replaced with something softer, vulnerable, almost glowing. Peg arrived in a shimmering silver wrap, her hair catching the morning light like she'd stepped out of a classic Hollywood film. She paused at the end of the bridge, breath catching when she saw him. "Mel?" she whispered, in voice trembling that fans had never heard. He took 2 steps toward her, then stopped, as if steadying himself. "Peg, I can't pretend anymore." Producers later claimed they felt the moment shift. This wasn't staged, this wasn't planned. Something real was happening. Peg blinked. "What do you mean?" Mel exhaled slowly. "I'm in love with you." Silence. Then a soft gasp. Peg's. Before she could respond, Mel continued, voice shaking. "I kept trying to follow what I thought I should feel, but then every time you walked into the room, I knew. I just knew." Peg's hand flew to her mouth. "Mel, I was terrified to say it first." Then, with a laugh that sounded half disbelieving and half relieved, she blurted it out. "I'm in love with you too." The kiss that broke the internet. They moved toward each other at the same time, slowly, then quickly, meeting in the middle of the bridge in a kiss so warm, so earnest, so purely them that social media exploded. Within seconds of the episode airing, hashtag Mel and Peg Forever hit trending. Fan edits began circulating before the kiss even ended. One viewer tweeted, "This is the most romantic moment in Golden Bachelor history. I'm sobbing." Another shouted into the void, "We never stood a chance against their chemistry." It wasn't just a kiss. It was the moment that made millions of viewers really believe that love doesn't retire. Love doesn't dim. Love doesn't follow rules. Love surprises us. Peg's emotional confession. After the kiss, Peg rested her forehead against Mel's chest. Her voice was unsteady, honest. "I thought you'd choose safety over passion. I didn't want to push you. I didn't want to get hurt." Mel touched her cheek. "Peg, choosing you is the bravest thing I've ever done." Peg laughed through tears. "I wanted to tell you weeks ago. When you danced with me on the pool deck, when you made me tea at midnight, when you said I looked radiant instead of nice." "You are radiant," Mel murmured. Fans immediately replayed the scene. It became the new I Love You 3000 of senior romance television. The internet reaction, chaos. By the time the episode ended, the internet was in full meltdown mode. Bachelor Reddit. "I knew it! I knew it!" Their energy was unmatched. "This is my Super Bowl." On Instagram, accounts were already speculating about their future wedding hashtags. On TikTok, users reenacted the bridge moment with comedy, romance, dramatic music. One even filmed a golden retriever reenacting Mel's slow, emotional walk. Facebook groups, moms, aunties, and grandmas were collectively screaming in all caps. The world had opinions, and they were overwhelmingly joyful. Mel and Peg's private moment caught on camera. But the biggest bombshell came after the credits in a surprise post-episode clip. Mel and Peg were sitting together on a bench under string lights, holding hands like teenagers in love. Peg leaned her head on his shoulder. Mel kissed her forehead. "Are you scared?" she asked quietly. "A little, but not of loving you, just of how big it feels." Peg smiled. "Good. I want big." He squeezed her hand. "Then big is what we'll do." Cue the internet fainting collectively. The Golden Bachelor love story everyone needed. When viewers tuned in, they expected rose ceremonies, drama, uncertainty. What they got was a love story that felt timeless, hopeful, comforting, electric in the gentlest way. Mel and Peg didn't just confess their love, they rewrote the narrative. Love isn't only for the young. Love isn't on a schedule. Love isn't too late. Love shows up when it's ready. And when it does, it's worth shouting about. And shout about it the internet did. Because this was the Golden Bachelor moment that changed everything.